We're still talking about the psychology of public speaking, and we're looking at this second part of the lectures because this particular group of lectures will deal with the internal dialogue that goes on in the mind of the successful now public speaker. We looked earlier on the internal dialogue that goes on in the mind of the average person that hates public speaking. So we're now going to look at the internal dialogue that goes on in the mind of the successful public speaker. What does the successful public speaker say to themselves about the speech they're about to give and about the job they are going to be doing, which is to talk to people, either motivating them or teaching them a skill or passing across some kind of information or content? What goes on in their mind? What do they say to themselves that props them up, that makes them deliver great speeches most of the time? I didn't say perfect, I said great, because as far as I'm concerned, there's no perfect speeches. They are great speeches. They're awesome speeches. They're wonderful speeches. Okay. So what kind of dialogue goes on that person's mind? Well, the first thing that I think goes on in their mind is they tell themselves that, oh my goodness, I can deliver. I can do it. There's a saying that if you say you can, you are correct. If you say you cannot, you're correct too. So what do you say to yourself? They say, I can deliver. I know I can deliver. You know why they can say that? Because that person focuses on their particular abilities that's going to help them to deliver a great speech. That's all they do. Okay? They're going to be looking at the good part of what they are able to do, as opposed to the negative part, as opposed to the things they don't know. They're going to be focusing on what they know, and that's going to help them to tell themselves continually that I know I can deliver a great speech today. Here's the next point. Somebody who is a successful public speaker, they say to themselves, I have prepared well. And knowing that they prepared well, they remind themselves that they've prepared well. You never go up to give a speech that you have been warned about or you are aware of without preparing well. Okay, and just think, I'm just going to go there and blag it. You cannot just go there and blag it. You got to prepare well. So somebody who's prepared well, remind themselves that they've prepared well, and they will have, like I said earlier on, they'll have their notes to help them remember some things. They'll be conversant with the subject. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit more I'm going to talk to you later about that, about choosing how to choose the best subjects to speak about. Okay. And they'll be conversant with what they've learned. So they'll start feeling that sense of confidence and remind themselves that they have prepared well. All right. The third thing that goes on in the mind of the successful public speaker is this: I'm focused on helping the audience. I'm focused on helping the audience. You know what? If you're focused on helping people, suddenly the limelight shifts from you to them, and now you're not thinking about yourself. You are less self-conscious when you're thinking about how you're going to help someone else. All right? So the successful speaker is thinking about how they can best help the audience as opposed to how they're feeling and what they're going through and the things they've not learned and all the other stuff that maybe the average public speaker that hates public speaking will say to themselves. So they're very much aware, very much acquainted with the audience as well. Okay, because if you're going to go give a speech to an audience, it's better for you to be acquainted with the audience you're going to speak to so that you can really resonate with them. All right. So the successful public speaker is really engrossed, is the right word to use, with helping other people. And as such, they take the focus away from themselves and they can say, you know what, I'm so focused on helping people. I just want to help people today. All I want to do is when I get up there to speak, I want to make sure that people are going to be blessed. They're going to learn. They're going to be able to do well in their business or in their careers or whatever you're speaking about. And so I'm focused on that. As you do that, come on, guess what happens? You're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about helping other people. And when you do that, you have a better chance of delivering great speeches.